Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are y'all still rock with me? Are y'all still rocking with me? Y'all let me know something. Let me know something. We back on. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. Doing two lives in one day. The internet just didn't want to do right for me. Had to restart everything, man. Had to restart everything. Is it showing good for you guys right now? It's showing good? Y'all just give me a thumbs up if it's showing good. Man, that was crazy. Had to do a few things to kind of reset everything, and hopefully we will be in good shape. Okay, we got a thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, good, 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 good. So, yeah, we're back. So we're back on. We're back on. J Young 229. Yes, everybody, we are back on. Okay, so got the thumbs up. Y'all guys can hear me. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Powder Springs. Sitting me in the session. We're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about all that. So what happened was in the last live, something happened with the streaming connection and all that stuff like that. So I had to run it back again. And hopefully this will be a little bit better because I was gonna go into the other half and I was just getting all discombobulated with the whole streaming situation. I don't know what was going on with that. But I see we still got some of the faithful guys on here. You know, if this is your first time watching the stream, you know what I'm saying, make sure you guys, you know what I'm saying, try to check out the whole stream, even through its entirety, through all of the good, bad, and the ugly. You know, this whole streaming thing is still very new. And I think, like, you know, with YouTube and stuff like that, it's just so much stuff going on that sometimes they just don't go perfectly. But it's all good. But of course, if you guys want to donate, you guys can go ahead and donate. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20, $100. You know, if you want to donate, I always use the donations to better this channel. So, you know, I'm going to show you guys. I'll tell you guys how much y'all have donated. I'll show you guys what I spend it on and, you know, all that good stuff. So if you feel like this information is any good, just go ahead and donate $1. 99 cents, 25, don't matter. 25 cents don't matter. We can do all that. So yeah, if you don't have the drum kits, make sure you guys go ahead and get the drum kits. I'm gonna go ahead and pin this right here. Um, yes, let me pin this. You can go ahead and get those drum kits. I'm gonna have a new drum kit coming out next week. It's gonna be a '90s hip hop kit for the producer that I have coming in. And this week I have Bobby Critical this week at 12:30 on Thursday. So that's going to be a good one. He made a crazy beat and answered a lot of questions. Bobby dished out a lot of good information on that. So, you know, you guys go ahead and, you know, if you don't have my drum kits, go ahead and get them. You know what I'm saying? They're actually really good. A lot of people made some good stuff on them. And, you know, I've had great reviews on them. And this hip hop kit is going to be pretty cool because I'm going to actually limit everything. So everything will be a -3 dB on all of the sounds. So it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. So let me get back to what I was saying before. You know what I'm saying? And if this is your first time in here, let me do this first. This is your first time in here. Go ahead and let me know where you're from. Let people know where you're from. And if you guys want to get to know anybody on here, y'all go back and forth. Like, I want you guys. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Reese, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys want to get to know anybody on these lives, y'all go back and forth. And, you know, this is what it's about. It's about collaborating with people. It's about getting to know people. And everybody here is pretty much like-minded people. So, you know what I'm saying? Cartersville, Georgia. Yes, I know about Cartersville. Yes, I definitely know about it. K Major. My homeboy K Major's from Cartersville. Been there, and I've been to that big sports complex over in Cartersville, Georgia. And Lake Altitude, whatever it's called. Baltimore, all that good stuff. NYC, Hawaii, Powder Springs, Philadelphia, Poland. What up? What up? What up? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm in NYC leaving Hawaii now. Yes, you have a long flight ahead of you, but I'm pretty sure you had a great time in Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I go to the Big Island all the time. Newport News, Virginia. Chi-Town in the building. Indy, Beliving, ATL, second home, Rome, Cartersville. Okay, cool. Yes. So let's get back to what I was saying in the first live that got interrupted. And if this one starts acting weird, I'll probably cut it back a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and try to discuss what I was gonna go in further. So I talked about in the first live all the ways you can get to people, get to like producers and certain artists, whatever, by trying to meet up with them. Face to face contact. The other thing that we talked about was actually meeting up with somebody in their camp or somebody next to the man who's maybe the liaison or somebody. You can give your beats to that person like that, but don't try to be somebody who's trying to run in and run out, because a lot of these producers, they know what's going on. Oh, Africa, what is good? Greenville, South Carolina, what is good? So there's ways you can get stuff to artists that way, and I discussed all that in the previous live. So I put part 1 and part 2 on these lives so you guys can go back and forth. If you miss anything on the first live, you can go back to it. Hopefully it's not skipping and doing all that crazy stuff that it was doing before. However, I'm going to talk about something that was actually told to me from a producer, how he takes a lot of stuff in and how he sees how people are very serious about submitting tracks, about submitting demos and all that stuff. Basically, he and some other producers have been taking online submissions where basically people will go and they will pay to let them hear their stuff. And that way they kind of weed out the people who are not really that serious, or the people who can't necessarily like give them what they want. So a lot of times, if you really want to get with a producer or artist, a lot of times money talks, bullshit walks. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. If you come to me, like a lot of you guys have already come to me about doing one-on-one sit downs and stuff like that via the internet, or just sit down in the studio, and you guys are willing to pretty much pay whatever, which I'm not going to sit around here and try to get you guys for all y'all money. And a lot of you guys have hit me up, and I haven't even responded back with certain dates. I've responded back, but I haven't responded back with certain dates. But my thing is, when you come to somebody and you're coming with them with some sort of a payment, it seems kind of messed up. But at the end of the day, most people will see the dollar signs before they see anything else. And I'm just being honest with you guys. You can try Clubhouse, you can do all that stuff, but Clubhouse, I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing is better than meeting somebody face to face. And nothing's better than telling somebody you have money to bring to the table, because there's so many people that are around these people that are either just eating off of them or leeching off of them. And then it's very rare that you meet people that actually want to give people a dollar amount for their time. So that's actually a great thing. So you definitely want to do that. You definitely want to have that type of a situation going on, and that will help out. Yeah, it's kind of like payola, but at the end of the day, like right now, I'm going to do beat submissions too. And to kind of cut down on all the clutter, like people are going to have to pay me like $5. It'll probably like $5 to send like no more than 3 to 5 beats. I'm not going to do it $5 per beat, but if you want me to do that, it actually will show me how serious you are, and it would declutter all the stuff I get in my emails every single day, because you guys send beats all the time, and it's just a whole bunch of clutter. And at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we can go through and get the best stuff. Now, if you do loops and stuff like that, send the loops. That's cool with me. You can send the loops. Make sure you send the loops with the stems. That's cool. But when you do sending 10, 20 beats, a lot of these guys would rather just say, hey, look, pay me a little something and I'll check it out. And that way you hold them accountable too, because once you pay them, they have to be held accountable for them to listen to your tracks. So at the end of the day, you have to go ahead and you have to, look at certain ways to get to people. And that's probably the most effective way you can do it, is by actually giving a dollar amount to people and, letting them know like, hey, I'm really serious about this. And another thing too, Somebody just says right now, like strippers, DJs. You know what I'm saying? DJs know the artists. You can give your songs and demos to DJs if they're really plugged in. They can help out. Like it's been times you go to a strip club, you might can find a DJ, or you can go to the club and find a DJ that might be on tour with some of these people, and you can do it like that. So that's another way. Now a lot of people will say, "Hey, I live far away. My town doesn't have all this stuff." And I tell people all the time, if you're really serious about your craft, you really want to get here and you want to get into this game, you have to take leaps to get here. So if you know Atlanta's the city, if Houston is the city, if you know an artist is here or there, you got to travel. People got to see you. People got to know your face. People got to know that you're really serious about your craft to do this. And if not, you'll just be another person who's just basically like in a sense, just kind of like, trying to be in this game, but you're not really going to be that serious about it. It's not really something that you're going to be necessarily serious about the game, but you have to be somebody who's very serious. Now, another thing is engineers. That is true. That is very true. Engineers. If you can find out who the rapper's engineer is, that is one of the best ways to get your tracks to certain people. It's like engineers, writers, you know what I'm saying? That stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? So that way will be great. Hey, sweetie. Hey, y'all, this is my daughter. She came home from school early.
No.
That's right. Yeah. Somebody at her school had
COVID.
Yeah, COVID, whatever. So she had to stay home. I'm doing my live right now, baby. Can I'm gonna come upstairs in a few, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna watch on YouTube.
Say hey to everybody.
Hola.
So yeah. Oh man, that's my heart, y'all. That's my heart. That's my baby girl. But yeah. So basically, engineers. If you if you can get in touch with some of these engineers, like some of these engineers are doing the mixing and stuff for a lot of these people, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can get in with some of these engineers, they can really help you pull up beats. You know what I'm saying? Help you get your beats. Well, they can help your beats get pulled up in sessions. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it when I'm in the studio with Lil Donald, which we work with him very closely. Like Evan will pull up some beats, and Evan be like, "Hey, I got this beat pack for such and such." He'll pull it up, and next you know, Donald will start rapping on the beat from a producer that nobody's never heard of. So that's how things are. So you always want to make sure that you can get in touch with anybody and everybody that you can. And yes, engineers are a great source to getting your beats to. And a lot of times these engineers are the ones who really sort everything out. They sort out everything. They say, okay, today the engineer might say, "I think I like that beat. It sonically sounds good. I like it. I think you should get on it." And a lot of times rappers will listen to engineers, not just rappers, but singers too. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a good avenue to get it there. But if you can meet up, and I keep saying this over and over again, if you can meet up with people, meeting up with people is one of the best things you can do, is to try to meet up with somebody face to face. So if there's a conference going on or wherever in your city, or if it's a couple 100 miles away, you got to be there. You can send stuff through the internet, but trust me, if you're sending something through the internet, there's probably 45,000 other people doing the same exact thing. Okay? So you have to make sure that you try to be there face to face and try to get to know people around a certain artist, around a certain producer, around a certain A&R, or around the record label. Another thing I truly do not advise is trying to send stuff to a record label A&R. Like, if the A&R is not checking for you, he's necessarily not checking for your beats. Okay? I know people like, well, I know such and such A&R. I know your old A&R. I know this person. Those A&Rs ain't looking. Just be honest with you, they're not listening to that stuff. They have too much other stuff to do than to be sitting here going through beats And a lot of times the artist, you got to think, if you did give it to an A&R, the A&R might like it, but at the end of the day, the artist is still going to have to like the beat. So it's best to just get it to the source rather than going through 3 or 4 different hands. Because another thing about it is if it goes through enough hands, that's just more and more percentages coming off that you're not going to be able to collect. Because if you submit a beat, you got to understand something. You submit a beat, you can't submit a beat to somebody that try to get to an artist and then you say, "Oh, I want my 50%. I want my half on production." No, you send it to somebody to give it to somebody else, so you're going to have to break somebody off at some point too. Like that's another thing. So that's why I try to stress to people, if you can do it, try to get it directly to the artist if you can. But if it goes through several hands, then yes, you're going to have to probably end up having to break some people off. And sometimes your 50% can go all the way down to 25%. But at the end of the day, you still got the placement and you still made some money. So A&Rs are useless. I'm not saying they're useless. I'm just saying they're not what they were maybe 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When people were still developing acts, a lot of stuff the acts started come in with their own camps and crews and everything else. A&Rs are basically just liaisons between the label and the artist and whoever they're dealing with, and just keep some type of control over the situation. To me, there's some A&Rs who still do development, but a lot of them are just they try to find the talent, bring them over to the label, and they just if the artist or somebody needs some demands, they're the person, the in between man that gets that pretty much relayed over through the label. So yeah. So people want to know what's a good percentage if you did send a beat over. A good percentage for a beat, to be honest with you, you could try to get half. You can always try to strive to get half, but I don't think that, if you're going through somebody else, you're going to get the full 50. It's not going to happen like that. Just being honest with you. Would it help to have a manager? A manager can only manage what's there. Some of you guys are asking about a manager. Yeah. A manager can only manage what is there. So if you're not really popping, a manager can't really do much. They can, hey, I got this new young producer. You might need to check him out. And the artist might say, cool, that's dope, but I got a whole bunch of murder beats over here too. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of beats for murder. You got the new kid, it is what it is. So don't rely on managers either. You know what I'm saying? A manager can only manage what is there to be managed. That's it. That's it. So if you can get 25% of a song and you're first starting out, that's good. And you might get in advance, you might not, but it's a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? How do you get into these rooms? I just said all that. I just said that. How to get in these rooms. I said that. And what you might need to do is you need to go and watch the first video I made about 40 minutes ago. I discussed how to get in there. Like, if you want to get into some rooms, you can go to the studio and pay for a room. Like if a studio got 3 or 4 rooms in it, a lot of artists is in there, pay for a room. You might bump into somebody in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Oh, Ellison. Thank you so much. Ellison Champagne, thank you so much for the $40 donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Some I was saying, or videos or games and stuff like that. You have to to get into video games and stuff like that. It's all about knowing the music director or the music coordinator over that stuff. So when you look at these credits and stuff like that, try to find a music supervisor. Try to find people like that and try to get a hold of them. And a lot of them are either in New York or LA, or a lot of them are here in Atlanta now too. But a lot of them are still based out of New York or LA. And a music supervisor can help you out getting on there. Like if you're trying to get on Rockstar Games or if you're trying to get on EA Sports, the music supervisor is pretty much over that. So that's pretty much it is. Linux Mall Networking. Yeah, Linux Mall Networking. Make sure you take your piece with you, because Linux Mall has been kind of crazy, and it's Christmas time right now. Linux ain't the same no more. I went there the other day to pick up some stuff from the Apple Store, and I was like, shoot, I had to go up there with a few people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like I've had some movie placements and stuff like that, but it was from pre-existing songs, but I try to tell people all the time, if you're really trying to get placements and stuff like that, find you your own artist and build them up that way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's so many ways of getting to that point of trying to get your tracks to people, but you have to understand that if you're going to be going through people, you're going to have to give up something. Okay? I'm sorry to say it, but that's just how it is right now. Like, if somebody gives me a track and I go out and I do my due diligence of getting to this person, I think it's only fair for me to say, hey, look, out of this 50%, I'm going to keep 25, you keep 25. You did your job, I did my job. You know what I'm saying? And then pretty much when everything else comes through, I'll make sure you get your publishing and all like that, because you don't know, what links it goes through. Somebody said, what do you recommend to do for the artists that want you to email them beats? I'm very weird about sending stuff out. Okay, listen. Beats, I say this every time I go live, beats sitting on your computer does absolutely nothing. Nothing. Okay? Send the beats out. Send it to them. Put your tag on the front of the beat. Send it to them. Don't put your tag all through the beat. That stuff is corny right now. Like, I've seen producers who got dope beats and the send the tags all through the beats, and I've seen artists like, man, turn that shit off. I don't even want to hear it no more. Send the beat. Send the beats. Because that one beat can change your life. And there might be 3 or 4 beats that artists might use and might not even get back to you, but you got your tag in the beat. You know what I'm saying? Send the beats. It's so much metadata sent. Like, if you send an email, that is protecting you, because it shows that you sent the email directly to him, so you have some type of a case that's your beat. And you don't have to send the whole beat stems and nothing like that. Now, if they're asking for that, then you try to get some type of agreement with them. But from that point, send the beat so they can just record to them. And if it makes it on the mixtape, cool. If they use it and make a video out of it, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Because as long as they don't have the copyright, which they don't transfer copyright, that beat still belongs to you. It's cool. Everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? Best way to send beats. I went through that through the first video. So you need to go back and listen to the first video. That was the best way I did it. How do I go about getting a tag? Just make your own tag. You can go over there and say Reese Beats right now and put that on the top of on top of the beat. You can make your own tag and just put it on top of the beats. You know what I'm saying? So beats sitting on the computer is not going to do nothing for you guys. If you songwriters, if you have songs sitting on your computer is doing nothing unless you're going to put them out. Put that stuff out. If you guys got beats and you're scared to send them out, put them on Spotify and put them out. Try to do a beat CD. If you guys are songwriters, put it, and you got all these songs sitting there, put out a little EP or something. You never know what's going to happen. Like, you got to think it's so many people on the internet every single day. You know what I'm saying? It's so many people. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody on Fiverr, or find somebody in here that does artwork. And, like right now, somebody says, I'll make a tag for you for $25. Like, I need somebody who does artwork. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's dope at doing artwork, I need some people to come do artwork for my YouTube videos now, because I want my YouTube videos to look good. So if you got that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wave or MP3. Don't send no waves. Just send MP3s. You know what I'm saying? Send MP3s. If you do artwork on here, hey, if anybody on here does artwork that's dope, that's reasonably priced, cheap, free, something like that, hit me up at my hit me up on my email, bolo.producer@gmail.com, or go to bolo.producer.com, which I got it right here where my shop is. You can go right there. You can email me directly. You can do all that stuff. I need to get that. I definitely need to get some artwork. But yeah, like that's the best way to do it. Send that stuff out. Send that stuff out. I'm telling you, send that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? No, my name is not Polo. It is Bolo. I'm Bolo the producer. Polo is Polo the Don. And me and Polo are very cool. I actually just sent the beat to Polo the other day. There was a beat that Bobby Critical made. I posted on my Instagram. Polo hit me up like, yo, I need that. I went and I called Bobby. Bobby's a platinum producer. He was like, no problem. He understands how the game goes. He went ahead and sent me the MP3. I forwarded over to Polo, and now they're going to have a connection. Just like that. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? So, autocorrect. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, Polo down. Polo's doing good. He was at the football game yesterday in Tennessee, and Polo's doing good. You know, he hit me up from time to time. That's a really good guy. Whenever he needs something from me, I got him. He's one of the few producers that ever paid me a lot of money for one of my beats. He was the first one to ever do it, and the last one too. So he's the GOAT. Polo the Don is the GOAT. He was one of my favorite producers coming up, and I got to meet him within like 4 months of being in Atlanta. And he's out. You know, if you go to certain events, he'll be out. He's in Miami a lot too. You know, Miami and LA. When you do a video on how you mix a song, I don't really do videos on that because mixing is subjective, and it's you just use the same plugins. It's so many other videos out. Like my mixing is very minimalistic. I don't use much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so basically for all you guys, all you gals who are trying to get your beats out, you know, like I keep saying is you got to be meeting people face to face. That's going to be the best way you're going to do it. If you're in a small city and you're trying to get out, there's ways you can meet people, and the best way to do it is go to them. Hey, can I sing you these beats? I'm willing to pay you $15 if I can sing you these beats. So you can just check them out for me, please. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to beg, but that's the best way. Yes, you can contact me on Instagram. Yes, you can contact me on Instagram. But for now on, if you guys want me to check out beats, you know, I don't care if you want to send me, you know, for maybe 3 to 5 beats, maybe $5. If anything more than that, you have to give me like $10 because there's just so much stuff coming in, and I listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? And Hartford is not that small. Y'all right down the street from New York. You know, it's like an hour and a half drive, something like that. Because I did a show at Toad's Place in Hartford. It's not that it's not that far. New York, and you're in Connecticut. You know, it's a lot of good stuff out there in Connecticut, Rhode Island, all that good stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? What's the email? Bolo, the producer at gmail.com. It's my name all together at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get to these people, like even Zaytoven said it. Zaytoven said, you know, it's a lot of people that come in this email, but some people, you know, when they come through with a proposition about money, that's the ones that he sees the most, because it tells that you really want to take your career seriously. A lot of people want to take the free route, but that's not how business works. You're going to have to give up something to get it. I mean, just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Just to be honest, that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, you know, there'll be ways how you guys can get, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, get your songs and get your demos to artists and other producers. And at the end of the day, you know, as a community, we can help each other out too. Like, if you know another producer that's dope, or if you guys want to collab, y'all go ahead and collab. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and collab with people that you see on the timeline. Collab with as many people as possible online, because, you know, a collab is another good way. I forgot about that. Collabs are a great way. Like, there's some producers that do collabs for $40-$50. You can go ahead and collab with that producer, and you never know, that $40 can end up, you know, it could be a little baby beat, you know what I'm saying, after a while. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, make sure you guys try to find as many ways to do it, but simply like just trying to email it or do stuff like that, that's probably one of the worst things to do, to me, being honest. Like, I try to get people, you know what I'm saying, so that's probably the best thing. To get the payment to you here, a beat on your website, could you charge more in a video response? Okay. What it do? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Upper Column Audio. What it do? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes. Scared money does not make money. Yes. Scared money does not make money. You have to be out here and be willing to go out here and make the money. I spent a lot of money on music equipment. I spent a lot of money traveling. I did a lot of stuff, and I got where I need to go. You know, I got to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? I got where I need to be. And it's helped me out, and I'm trying to help you guys out right now the same way. Like, all this stuff that I'm saying is something that I've done over the years. This is not nothing that is like I'm just talking out, my butt about it. Like, this is for real. I've traveled a lot. Sometimes traveled to the other side of the country just to get stood up. You know what I'm saying? But I was willing to take that chance, and it's going to happen. So the stuff that I'm telling you guys is something that could be very valuable to you guys. It's not 100% foolproof, but one thing I have noticed, even before the internet age and after the internet age, you have to be in these people's faces. So if there's a big music conference somewhere, be there. Go there, look the part, be the part. Don't go there smelling all dirty, smelling like smoke, doing this. Be professional about your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And people will respect you a little bit more about that too. Like in my last live, I was talking about how I met a kid and he had some pretty dope beats, but I met him in Texas and I met him, the kid reeked. Like his smell was very disrespectful. And it kind of turned me off. So you don't want to turn off producers. You want to be somebody, if they have you in their crew, if they have you around, you're somebody who represents them the right way as well. And for you songwriters, make sure you don't send these songs in saying, oh, I think this song is perfect for Chris Brown, or I think this song is perfect for this person. Don't do that. Just send the songs in, send the beats in. Stop putting these whole paragraphs and stories about, well, I made this beat because I felt that it would fit this certain style and I was just in this certain mood because I got into it with my ex-girlfriend. I don't want to hear none of that. Just send the beats. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he needs some good Old Spice in a bath. That's what he needed. And no disrespect to him, but that was not good. Not good at all. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody who came on and donated today. Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's donated. Like I said before, I bought some new lights on my last video. I took the money that you guys have donated over the time, saved it up. I bought some lights with it, so I got some new LED lights for here. I actually bought a new camera and everything too. So I think it was like $250, I think, over the past couple lives. And I bought some lights with those. I bought another camera, which I paid for that with my own money. But I do this to kind of get this stuff a little bit better. And try to get it right. What is my Cash App? What is it? I'm gonna put it in here. I think it's yes, something like this. Yeah. So if y'all guys want to donate to my Cash App, that's good. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like Bolo the producer, something like that. Yeah, it's like Bolo the producer, something. But I have it. I think I got my PayPal, my Cash App in my video, so you can go ahead and check that out too. So yeah, like if you want to do it, you know what I'm saying. Like y'all can hit me up, PayPal, Cash App, whatever, and it's Bolo X. It's like Bolo X the X producer, something like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm OG producer from Lake County, Florida. I know them days of traveling, CD covers, flyers. I'm trying to get more into sync licensing. If you got some gems, let me know. Like I said before, sync licensing, you need to know the music supervisors, the people who own the music. So when you watch these movie credits, watch them. And if you see the music department, music supervisor, audio engineer, all that stuff, get those people's names and try to get in touch with them through LinkedIn or wherever. Try to go to some of these movie like premieres and conferences. Try to go to anybody. Start off small and go big from there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this other live. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. That's me. Cold heat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's me. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this live, and I'm gonna go ahead and get back to producing. I appreciate everybody who has donated. I appreciate everything. I'm gonna go ahead on my website and I'm gonna start having a part where you can go ahead and just pay me if you want to submit beats or whatever like that. You can pay me, and I will have that, or you can just send it. It's best to send it through my PayPal, and I have links um, to my PayPal on there. So I'm gonna do it through my website pretty soon. So yeah, um, yes, I did. Yes, I did check out the Massive X presets. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Seriously, appreciate that. Um, so I already posted live and all that stuff like that. The first live is already posted, and everybody. I appreciate everybody coming back and watching this live. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't donated, please donate. It helped me out so much, and you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, a donation will be a blessing to you as well. So I appreciate all you guys coming on to the live. I appreciate y'all hanging in with me from the first live, going crazy with the connection issues or whatever. But I'm gonna start doing lives every Monday around 12:30, and then we're gonna have the video with you know what I'm saying. We're gonna have a video with the other producers. This week it's gonna be Bobby Critical. He's produced for a lot of people. Super dope, man. And he's going to be on Thursday at 12 p.m. Bobby Critical this Thursday, 12 p.m. Well, 12:30 p.m. And he's going to drop some gems, and we're going to have a sit down with him, and he's going to make a beat. And he's produced for like Lil Baby, K Camp, Gucci, a little bit of everybody. He's a super cool individual, and he's got some dope stuff. So yeah, you know, um, yeah, let's go ahead and get up, get ready for that on Thursday, and let's get ready for the next live on Monday. And I will see you guys soon. So I appreciate everybody on here. Thank you guys for coming on here. I hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, y'all know what it is. Peace out.